everyone, welcome to another episode. Today I'm filming my daily show routine. I'm feeling a bit groggy. I have to leave in like 30 minutes to the showgrounds and we are all prepared. The car is packed with all of my tack, all of the equipment. I even have my lunch and all my camera equipment is right here, so I've packed my electrolytes, bottle of water, crackers, bananas, anything to give me a bit of energy that I have to eat like slowly throughout the day. Vegetable crisps, which are organic, and bread for carbs because you need as much energy throughout the day and I get quite tired. Yeah, riding my mare is basically like running a comrade's marathon every single time you get on her, so I need as much energy as I can get. This is my camera bag. So I've got all my camera equipment in here, my vlogging equipment, and I've also got a GoPro in here. So when I'm at the showgrounds, I'll be using my GoPro to like take a tour of everything and then using mostly my vlogging camera whenever I can. Okay, let's go make some breakfast. My girl. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Morning, Thomas.
Morning, how are you?
I'm getting you. Oh my girl. Okay, so at this point, after I've said good morning to my beautiful girl and my stable hand, it is time to get organized. So, as part of my morning routine, before I go and walk my course, I usually give my stable hand absolutely everything that he will need for a speedy tack-up session with me. That includes the saddle, the bridle, the jumping boots, the riser pad, and the saddle blanket. The bridle that I'm using is my jumping bridle. I usually have my flatwork bridle, which uses the loose ring waterford. This bit, I forgot what it's called, but it's slightly stronger than a Pelham because she is quite a strong horse and you need to give her as much support as possible. I've also got a riser pad and also a saddle blanket. It's not a particularly branded saddle blanket, it's just one that I found at our local tack store. If I can find a brand that has a beautiful velvet on most of their fabric, I will be delighted. Good, and you?
Very fun.
I know.
How's everything?
Well, I could ask you the same thing. How's the article going?
fucking terrible.
I know. Why did you do it to yourself?
The point of a course walk is to check the strides between related distances. I count 2 big steps for takeoff and 2 big steps for landing, followed by 4 steps for each horse stride between a related distance. If you come across a related distance with more than 9 strides, I usually don't bother counting them, and that's only because you need to be quite flexible between the fences.
What kind of stride is that? That's a very, very long one stride. I walked 10. Where's the course walker?
You walked 10?
You'll fucking splatter.
2, 3, 4. I walked 7. Okay, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Or maybe your steps are 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Okay, once we finished walking the course, I like to do a bit of a visual exercise of imagining myself and my horse just jumping the course once over.
Okay, time to get ready.
So the class has started officially. I'm number 18 in, which means I have to get ready and be down at the bottom and start warming up for my turn into the class. I first start by putting my spurs on because that is the last thing I remember. The next thing I do is I put on sunblock just to protect my skin because it was 32 degrees Celsius even though it was a very, very cloudy day. So it was boiling hot that day. The next thing I do is I go over the saddle. So I suppose this is what Formula 1 drivers do, spot checks with their car. We do the same thing with our horses. Well, at least I do. I usually check the saddle, I tighten the girth, and I make sure that the martingale is connected to everything of the saddle, so there's no flapping bits. I also make sure that the saddle blanket and the riser pad is not digging into her shoulders, as this can inhibit the horse from using their body more freely. Next, I check the bridle. I have a piece of material from one of my old spurs. It is used instead of a chain link, just to give me that extra bit of comfort support, I suppose, as she is a bit heavy on the forehand. So you want her to actually listen to the bit when you tell her, sit back on your haunches. You also want to double check that the bridle isn't broken because that has happened to me before where I was jumping a 1.35 track and the bridle broke into pieces. So always check your gear before you get on your horse. Alright guys, so I finished with the first round and now we're gonna go to the cafeteria because I have to go get some lunch for my stable hand.
and he's just busy holding my horse around. And they're just chilling with their friends, chatting. Yeah, this is basically the routine that I have. Today has been a particularly calm, relaxing show compared to others. But yeah, let's see the beautiful gardens.
So this is Kyalami Park Club. As you can see, they take impeccable care of the grounds, and what you're seeing is one of the arenas I competed at last time, which was my first video of my getting prepared for a show vlog. And this is the clubhouse. It was redone a couple of years ago. The first time I competed here must have been when I was like 7 years old. So kind of a lot has changed, but not really. But the clubhouse is definitely something that has changed over the years. And upstairs is the VIP and the bar area, and usually they have karaoke nights and pub quiz nights, which is awesome. And yep, there's my dad, who's buying us some food for my stable hand and me. And then outside is the Derby Arena. Every year in October we have the South African Derby. The South African Derby is basically a very, very long track, although not as difficult as the Hickstead. A good habit to have after you finish jumping your horse is to make sure that all of the hooves are clean and there are no stones that will cause any bruised soles or abscess. Also, rub her down with some cooling gel or massage the legs with cold water just to keep the circulation going, as show jumping can be very, very taxing on the tendons.
Hey guys, so we are finished for the day. I am beyond exhausted. Second round didn't go according to plan. What some horse riders think is that your horse is the only athlete here, which is complete bullcrap, because you are also an athlete as a horse rider. So unless you have to be sleeping right, you have to be eating right, you also have to be fit enough. And this is our 4th show of the year, even though it's like a Christmas show, which just shows that we aren't show fit. So something to work on, guys. But yeah, still aiming for the meter 30, meter 35 classes, because we know that you can jump at meter 40, we know that you can compete at a meter 40. We're just trying to get there, trying to get fit enough to get there. Anyway guys, I hope you have a wonderful end of the year. Enjoy your Christmas and happy holidays everyone. And home time.